Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to this new replay. I'm gonna be playing Megaman X2. Megaman X2 was originally released on the Super Nintendo only. But I am playing this time from the Megaman X collection for the PlayStation 2. Just letting you know. I could have played from the SNES emulator, but I'm trying to play doing replays and all that from consoles. I mean, most of them at least. Some others will keep being played from emulators, either for the Wii or for the PC. But whenever I have the chance to play from the actual console, or even the hard copy, which will happen in a few of the... Dude, this is very low volume. Alright. At least I can control that whenever I think it's necessary. So yeah, as I said before, whenever I have the chance to play from the actual console, I will take it. Either a hard copy or a digital copy. The thing is that I would like to play, get more used to the controller to play my games instead of just depending on the keyboard, especially now, or especially since lately I've been having issues with my keyboard. I know I can buy another one, a USB one, but I'm skipping all this, seriously. I mean, yeah. Starting all over. I was beating a couple of bosses in order to practice. I actually recorded one part of this, actually two parts of this on the Super Nintendo emulator. But honestly, I wasn't happy with the controls. I was having a lot of issues just to make simple jumps. This, like, when you press jump and dash at the same time, he makes this like super fast jump. I wasn't able to perform that properly or without having a lot of issues with the keyboard. I used to do it way more easily back then when I had my fully functional keyboard and all that. But not now. So that's why I decided to give this version a shot. And considering that I've been getting the console versions of games, in this case this collection of Megaman X for the PS2. Well, that's why I'm playing it from here. Technically this is the second time I am replaying this game. It's, yeah, it's a replay if you want to call it. Basically, yeah, the first time I replayed this game was on the Retro Gaming Rangers channel back in late 2009. That was, I want to increase the volume just a bit more. Alright. I know the microphone has to be louder than the game audio itself, but still, I think it was a little bit too low. So yeah, this is the third time I'm recording this game. Well, needless to mention, the time I streamed this game also in 2009, I believe. But of course, it's been a while. It's been pretty much 4 years since the last time we actually saw me play this game somehow. Well, I did it on Deep Gamers too, but I'm sure you, my YouTube audience, have no idea about that. So this is their leader. Wait, am I a leader of something? His name is Megaman X. Those who underestimated him are nothing but scrub. We won't make the same mistake. He's powerful, but he's blind to what is happening around him. Our Mavericks will keep him busy until we are ready. Yes, how's the plan proceeding? Collection is proceeding as scheduled. However, we are having problems with the control chip. We have little time. We must finish construction on schedule. We must hurry. So yeah, these are the X-Hunters. Basically, they have Zero's parts since, he got destroyed somehow in Mega Man X1. Yeah, I already have some saving. Yeah, I'm gonna overwrite it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do a couple of bosses today. I guess that will be like the common thing, do it 2 bosses at the most in every episode, and I will be doing a part in which I will be just collecting hard tanks and E-tanks, whatever is left, armor parts. I guess I will take only one entire part to it, no matter how long it takes. Of course, I will do my best to get all of those parts in the, you know, in the first visit that I do to these levels. Expecting not to revisit all of the areas again. I will have to, I'm sure of it. So this is the water sponge area in which, you know, you fuck around with the weather. It's not too bad. Actually, the only weather change I ever understood was the rain. You know, it makes your jumps more difficult to perform. But in terms of the, for example, when it's warm, well, actually when it's scorching, it doesn't really affect my gameplay at all. I don't know if somebody knows actually what it does. Yeah, and I can perform this better, even if I'm not a controller person. At least I think I've been getting more used to it. So yeah, the whole point of this rain and storm itself is that, well, there is some lighting. I think if this enemy or some other sort of enemy grabs you, and lighting goes on, this guy was the one, you get hit. And, you know, the jumping is more difficult as I just mentioned, but other than that, well, it's a little bit dark too. But it's the only weather change that can actually fuck you up. I mean, it's very relative. Alright, I am sort of confident since this is a game I have played a few times and I know pretty much what to do for the most part. At least to get full power, and how to deal with bosses and regular enemies too. So in case I die, well, so be it, I will be trying again, but I'm not gonna be using rewinds and save states to save time, because I think I'm good enough for me not to need them. I usually use those whenever I deal with a game that I'm not too used to or I haven't played much, but this is pretty much a game that I have beaten quite a few times, and I have recorded or streamed at least 3 or 4 extra times. So yeah, I definitely got some experience with this title. You know, if we use the weakness against this guy, basically this scatter thing that you are given in the ostrich level, I think? I don't quite remember that sort of detail. You know, I want to go to the very corner. I think that's a save point. It sort of was. So yeah, you know, this sort of fatality goes on whenever you beat him with a weakness. Uh-oh. That was a little close. Well, I pretty much have, or had no extra health. I just got one heart tank. The easiest one, I mean, it's the easiest one to obtain, but it's the hardest to find. I found it accidentally the very first time I played this, actually. Yeah, we can skip this. Alright, let's go back to the game. We're gonna do one more boss. This is gonna be exceptionally a longer part, so to speak. I would go for the Will Gator. Well, who am I supposed to kill with the weapon I just got? Trying to remember, so I can't get rid of that enemy right away. You need the will to kill the crab. Dude, I completely forgot who I'm supposed to beat with that. You need fire for this one, you need bubbles for this one. Oh, isn't this the one that I need? Dude, I completely forgot. No, you need... Yeah, I precisely have to kill this guy. Okay, never mind. The thing is, I never used a weakness to defeat the Will Gator. Because whenever you attack him with his weakness, he's gonna reset the pattern, and it takes even longer to defeat. So, I just used the regular X-Buster. I could have used these guys first to kill. Actually, it made no difference, the order, in my opinion. I think I would be able to get the same amount of items in the end. Actually, I have to revisit this level once or twice later on. Yeah, you need like the fire ability over there to get... I think those are the legs of the armor. Let's see if I can get that. I used to do it very easily with a keyboard. Now I'm pressing the two buttons at the same time and... Alright, there it is. Trying to load or charge the E-tank that I have. Should be able to get this one too. Need quite a few tries though. What if I took the upper path instead? Never actually bothered to do this one. Alright, enemy suddenly disappeared. Let me see, yeah, it's almost full. You know, there is a couple of areas in this game in which you can refill all your E-tanks in no time, you know, in the bubble crab area, as well as the ostrich. You have to get a particular weapon and also the X-Buster improvement for it, or the upgrade for it, piece of the armor. So you need those two, and you are able to gather by charging a weapon in certain spots. You will be able to gather these energy retarding items. At least 10 of them will appear whenever you charge that weapon. Well, the ones who are familiar with this game pretty much know perfectly what I'm talking about. You know, I want that. I know there is an extra life up there. Well, I don't know how useful it would be to get extra lives, since I know you can save your game here, but I don't think you can save the lives you get. I have noticed another detail. Some of the sounds of this PlayStation 2 compilation are a little bit different from the original Super Nintendo ones. Well, I suppose Megaman X1 and 2 are taken directly from Super Nintendo, since, you know, Megaman X3 got released on PlayStation 1, and that's the version they're using for this compilation, in which basically the music is different. Graphically it's exactly the same as the Super Nintendo. So I don't know, I would ask you right away, would you want me to do Super Nintendo version or PlayStation 1 version, which is basically the one that is in the compilation here? I wouldn't mind. I know the music is not as good as in the Super Nintendo one. I have seen a few videos of it. I actually never bothered to, for example, download an ISO image for the emulator on PlayStation 1, because I definitely prefer the Super Nintendo version over any other. I think it was also released on the Saturn, I'm not sure. But I think I'm gonna do the Super Nintendo. Anyway, if you prefer this PlayStation 1 by any chance, let me know, and I might end up replaying that, even if technically a replay would be like the exact same version I played, which was Super Nintendo. See, if you use the weakness against this guy, he's gonna be hiding into this red wine, whatever that is, and he's gonna restart the pattern every time I attack him with that. So I prefer to just use the Buster. It's actually faster attacking him too. It's like an actual weakness. I got the impression it works like as an actual weakness. Just keep attacking like this. Don't stop. Halfway through. See, whenever he hides, you have to wait for this. Maybe a second wheel. Alright, he's not using the second wheel. Damn it. He used a second one this time. Please don't hide anymore. I'm tired. Alright. Trust me, if I used the weakness, the wire in this case, it would have taken way more. Well, apparently Megaman is in a hurry. Usually there is a fanfare and then Megaman leaves. But he's leaving before the fanfare finishes. Spin wheel. Now the X-Hatters will activate and he will appear in the levels. So you have to choose carefully what stage I'm going, because they give you a few tries before the X-Hatters actually go away and you won't be able to rescue Zero. I see now, why Sigma fell at the hands of Megaman X. He's quite powerful. I think that's what he said. I'm not sure our Mavericks can hold him long enough. We may have to blah blah blah. Okay, I'm going too fast through the text, which is no good. Dr. Kane, what happened? A group of Mavericks calling themselves the X-Hunters have just contacted us. Greetings. We have all Zero's parts. They can be yours if you can defeat us. We look forward to meeting you, X. Zero's control chip is still stored here. I doubt it is possible to resurrect him without it. Dr. Kane, I've got to get Zero's parts back at any cost. Yeah, that's what we are doing. Yeah, still deal with the passwords. Of course, it's a conversion. You can save instead. Okay, I guess that's all for the time being. Next time we're gonna beat a couple more bosses. And more than likely we're gonna fight some of the X-Hunters on the way. So thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you later.